Well, hello and welcome everybody. Look at me remembering to turn the audio on twice. Like I
Yay!
kind of a professional or some shit. Who knows? Anyways, welcome to Wednesday's game, Curse of Strahd. Before I turn it over to Brad, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and you get one free Prime subscription with your Amazon Prime account. Don't forget to drop that as well. Without further ado, Brad.
Whoop, whoop. All right. Everybody just want to go around real quick and introduce your characters' names. Just super quick, not anything special. We just skipped last week, so for the viewers, let's just give our names and who we are. Jacob, let's start with you real quick.
Hi, I'm Harper.
And Mike.
I'm Baines.
Miss Pam.
Hi, I'm Josie.
And Katie.
Amphibian.
And last but not least, my big old lovable werebear, Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Pan, not to be confused with Pam.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. How about we get started? Yeah, you guys want to get started?
Yes.
Yes.
So last time that we all met, we were y'all were engaged in a fight with some ghouls, I believe. We're at the top of the order here. So just to kind of recap a little bit, let's make sure. I think everybody else seems to be fine except for Harper. You are currently prone and paralyzed, and I believe, if I remember correctly, you were being dragged by one of the ghouls.
Yeah, it dragged me down the hallway a little bit.
So, with that, we're going to go ahead and start with, let's see here, who's up first? Ghoul 15, which is right there. He is going to lash out at, I'm going to go with Veins here. Let me see here.
I think he was chasing down.
Was he chasing down Fillion last time?
I was paralyzed and I just got unparalyzed.
I'll tell you what, let's do this. Mike, odds or evens?
Evens.
All right, I guess he's coming after you. Let me just make sure I give him the right thing here real quick. Okay, perfect. He is going to reach out with his claws. And that is going to be a miss for him. Moving on to the next one, ghoul number 6. Let's see here. He's going to... I think, didn't we establish last week, and this is more directed towards Jacob, that they can come around the corner?
Well, no, it was...
We were going back and forth on that.
Yeah, so it was like if you move him one square to the left, he can reach around the corner to hit because it's still within 5 feet. But what he can't do is step up into that next space and then take a swing and step back, because he would have to stop moving, occupy the space, which he can't do, and then move back.
Correct.
Unless you're like, I think it's a halfling can occupy the same, or swarms. You know, they would be able to do that, but these ones will not.
All right. Well, he's going to come up there, and he's going to reach around the corner. And that is not what I meant to do. I'm going to lash out at Josie here. Let's see. That'd be a miss for him. And we are on to our little friend, Pan. Not to be confused with Pam.
Okay. I am going to shoot ghoul number 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna miss.
Yeah, so your shot goes flying off, and kind of one of those ones that just ricochets into the wall. Anything else for you?
No, no, that's it.
All right. Veins. What you got?
Alright, first I'm gonna flinch at the freaking shots banging off the walls. Glance over my shoulder like, what the fuck? And then, who's got, let's go with, let's go, I don't know, so much shit going on, let's just, I guess, firebolt the ghoul
Okay.
and miss.
And this is just from a new DM perspective, because that's a ranged spell. Isn't that usually at disadvantage if you're within 5 feet?
No, ranged attacks are at disadvantage within 5 feet. Ranged spells are not.
Oh,
If I recall correctly. I might be mistaken there, but I'm pretty
okay.
sure.
Nah, it's something to look up later.
It only talks about within range. That's all it says.
Okay.
I don't think
Alright,
it
so-
applies to spells, but I will check.
Yeah, I mean, I can throw you another one, but
Ah,
I mean, I missed either way.
It ain't no big deal. I was just, that was just a learning aspect for me. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sling your fireball. Poor Villian is at the end of this hall. With just a bunch of shit flying over
Getting
Villian's
pumped up.
head. Just
Good to be short.
a bullet pinging off the wall. Next thing you know, you got this fire bolt flying down there, blowing up. And we are on to you, Villian.
Good excitement. It's excitement. So I'm gonna peek around the ghoul first and tell Vanes, thanks for missing. As I take my new silver short sword.
Ooh.
15. And hit.
Well, bam! Go ahead and drop that damage on him. You gonna finish him off or what?
Yep.
Boom! There you go. So, we see this, if I'm not mistaken, you're pretty small, right, Philion?
Yep.
So I'm guessing, just based on what I know about you and how you have been skittering around in the basement kind of thing, I just imagine your character just flying off the wall and just driving this silver sword just straight into the school and just donezo with
Yep.
that.
That would be true.
Hey, I
Boom.
gave her that sword, so I helped.
You very much did.
I'm gonna take the only win I'm gonna get.
There you go.
Okay. I don't think that my second attack applies to a different target. Is that true?
No, you can. Your
Okay.
bonus
Yeah.
action thing.
Because they got
Yeah.
2 attacks,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no.
All right. Well,
As a monk, your bonus action attack you can use against anything, unless the ability specifically says, as a bonus action, you can make an attack against the same target.
okay. Then I am whipping around the corner and darting up the stairs to
Okay.
this guy for a hit in the shin or whatever.
Just gonna kick him in the shin?
Yeah.
Well, apparently
Kill him
that
with
was
a
enough
shin
to
kick.
kick him in the shin. You just come up and just straight slide tackle this thing, and it just falls down and like cracks its freaking head open, and you come up and hit it in the shin. with that. So that means that, which one was that? That was Ghoul 6. So let's get rid of him.
Real quick, Brad.
Yes, sir.
I pulled out my good old player's handbook. It does specifically say when you make a ranged attack with a weapon, spell, or some other means, you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you and isn't incapacitated. So, and that's any hostile creature. So, if Vanes was standing next to that one but shooting one up by Pan, he would still have disadvantage because there's a hostile creature within 5 feet that can see him and isn't unconscious.
The spells take work. That makes sense. Fascinating.
Okay.
Well, that's anything ranged, even if you're like taking a rock out of your pocket and throwing it.
Makes sense.
So.
All right. So Fillion just like freaking this little combat gremlin down here, just running around lopping people off at the knees. Takes out these two ghouls, and then is that it for your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Let's see here. We're gonna go to Ghoul 4, and he is going to continue to drag Harper down the hall, which is going to be half of his movement speed, which would put them there. And he's going to reach out with a with his claws, digging him into Harper here.
Because of my conditions, I just had it pulled up. I'm sorry. Paralyzed.
No, you're alright.
It'll be, I think it's an auto crit. Give me 1 second to verify that.
Which it should auto roll that, right?
That is a good question. I don't know. Yeah, any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if within 5 feet. So you still have to roll to hit, which you'll get advantage on. It should do that automatically, but you'll probably have to do the crit manually.
Alright, let's find out here.
Okay. And it read it as a crit, so you just drop the damage then.
Okay.
Or did you roll a crit?
I think he rolled a crit too.
Yeah, because that was a 24 from a ghoul.
Yeah. Okay. So he digs his claws into you as he's dragging you down the hall, like it's like he's just tearing into you, and based on your stuff, you've now fallen unconscious. So the way that we're gonna do this, because I really like how you do it, I think it's on Sundays.
I'd do it on both.
On both, in the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's it for their turn. Harper, you already gave me your roll. And okay. So Ash is going to. Let's see what happens in this here. Ash is going to take a shot at Ghoul 18, which I will give Ash advantage on.
Aren't they in a hallway? And Ash is not?
They are, but if you look at the angle of where Ash is at, I would say that Ash would have a line of sight over Josie's shoulders.
Okay. He's too short for her shoulders.
Well, okay,
Between
yeah,
her legs.
Fair point. Between the legs. You know what I meant.
Shut up, Mike. He's trying to help us.
So that'll hit. Boom.
Hey, I'm just thinking about rules that apply to us.
No, I can respect it. So that's going to hit for 2 points of damage. But as Ash lets out this schwack from the short bow, you hear that ping of the bow going off. Josie, behind you, you will hear Ash let out a blood-curdling scream.
Point of order, I think Ash should have gotten sneak attack on that.
Yes, so let's handle that first. Thank you for that.
Unless that ghoul was already next to Ash, in which case he wouldn't have.
No. We'll just roll a d6 and see what Ash gets. 2 points. So we will add that to... That is actually going to take him out.
Sweet.
So there you go. But yeah, Josie, so behind you, you're going to hear Ash let out a blood-curdling scream. As Ash is grabbed by another ghoul and dragged off into a dirt tunnel. I don't know how you want to describe it. Basically, is like dragged off into a tunnel that collapses in on itself. And yeah, that's what you see.
We're fighting another baguette? What? Sorry.
No.
Other game.
So that takes care of Ash. Josephine, your turn.
Did I hear Harper?
Hear who?
Harper? Did I hear anything happening to him?
Not to, last you saw was
Yeah.
Harper getting dragged off down the hall, and I believe, so correct me if I'm wrong, I'm relying on your guys' honesty here. The last you saw was Harper being dragged off down the hall by a ghoul.
I'm running to try to see if I can see him in the hall.
Okay.
You just want another kiss on the cheek.
No, I don't. I just want to kill the first.
Wow.
That'd be 20 feet of movement there, and at that point you can see Harper laying on the ground, not moving.
Do I see goal 4
Um,
from where I am?
hold on, let's find out. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna say at this point, if you can see him, it's so little bit of it that you wouldn't be able to pop a shot off. Like, you would have to actually step out into the hallway.
Okay, then I'm gonna just stay right where I am.
You got more movement?
She does.
Could take one more step, Pam, then you'll see
I can
everything.
take one more step and I can see him, or do I have to do more than 5?
So, currently you have...
Well, 'cause I'm like,
let me see here.
I have
5,
to turn
10,
the
15,
corner.
20. So you have 10 more feet, so that's 5 feet there if you were to move there. So that puts you at 25
Okay, so I
feet.
can see him there?
Yes,
Yeah.
and you would be able to see this ghoul crouched down over Harper, kind of
Can I
going
use
at
my
him.
crossbow?
Use your what? I'm sorry?
Can I use my crossbow?
You absolutely...
We just determined that if you're within 5 feet of something and you're using aimed, you're going to go at disadvantage.
Something hostile within 5 feet of you.
That is
So she-
hostile.
I'm not hostile.
It's 10 feet.
You just said the ghoul is on top of Harper.
Right,
Oh.
so
Okay. Let me explain it a little bit better. I'm sorry. The ghoul is in the space that the ghoul is in. Harper is in the space that Harper is in. He is currently leaning over the top of Harper,
Okay.
going at him. So yes, Josie, if you would like to, and I apologize for not explaining that fully, but Josie, if you would like to take a shot, it would be a normal shot with your crossbow, if you would like.
okay. So
I was just
Harper's like the Oreo, basically the cream of the Oreo. I know.
Squeezed in the middle, smack dab in the
yeah.
Oreo?
I was just going to recommend like a sword, dagger, something.
Oh God!
if
Never
that-
mind. All that talk for nothing, Brad. I'm sorry.
Here
Never mind.
comes a failed saving throw.
Okay, so you go to crack your shot off, and as you crack your shot off, the crossbow, I forget the wording of it. Basically, the thing that pulls the arrow back, when it goes to fire, it fires in such a way that it comes back and smacks you in the face. and
string.
dazes you until the end of your. Yes, thank you. The string dazes you until the end of your next turn.
And I'm gonna say, like, very slowly, this is what I get for trying to save this fucking guy. Ouch.
And I apologize, Josie. Did you have anything else? You had another 5 feet of movement.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
sitting
She's-
right
She's
here, just
she's
touching my
dazed now,
face.
so she can't do
Oh.
anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm still there touching my face. Just, yeah.
Okay, so that moves us on to Pan.
Not me. Okay.
Is there not a dazed effect for this?
No, there's not.
So dazed is what, you just can't take an action until the end of your turn next?
Yeah, it's like being stunned.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, stunned is a generalized. When you-
For-
So basically, it's like you lose a turn, basically.
For all intents and purposes, she is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly. She'll automatically fail strength and dex saves, and attack rolls against her have advantage.
Okay.
So, if you put stunned on her, it'll do the... That's what dazed is. Just till the end of her next turn.
Gotcha. Pan, you can move there, buddy, if you want.
Okay.
At least that's the movement I saw.
Yeah. Yeah. I just was wanting to. I guess I will use the dash action.
Okay.
Head down this way since this is where all the noise seems to be coming from.
Okay. I would say that's pretty fair. I mean, everybody seems to be moving that direction.
And I guess that'll be my turn. I don't really have a bonus action.
Okay. There we go. Put that on Josie. And we are going to go to Veins.
Alright, I'm going to take that, floating glob of blood that I have been holding,
Okay.
use my action to slide that into my empty vial,
Okay.
and come join the group.
Okay. That's 15 of your movement.
Yeah, there's really nowhere else I can go, so I'm
Yeah.
just at the back of the
Little-
line, so...
A little bit of tight quarters here.
Yep.
Anything else for you?
No. Just, figure something's going on, so I'm gonna follow the group, figure out what's
Okay.
going on. Figure it has something to do with ghouls.
So let's see here. We are going to go to Filian.
Okay, let me tell you what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to slide by Pan, because we're both small, that should be fine. And then I want to launch off of Josephine, fly over Harper into the ghoul.
Okay. I'm not gonna have you roll anything to get past Pan. However, to launch off of Josephine, exactly how are you trying to launch off of Josephine?
Hands on the shoulders. And then, you know,
Like-
the feet come up.
Like a frog leap kind of thing?
Yep. Yeah. And then
Okay.
just push in, head first.
Okay, so like a frog leap and then like with your feet on her shoulders, kind of launch off?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a... I'm going to say that's an acrobatics for that one. Yeah, with a 15, no problem. You totally go to leapfrog Josie and are now flying through the air at the ghoul. What would you like to do?
I guess I would like to, at the same time, just hit him while I'm coming at him. Unarmed strike.
Just an unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your unarmed strike. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. And do me a favor, drop another, just a straight D4. I'm just going to give you a straight D4 on that because you are, like, using your momentum. So a total of 10 points to
And I would like to
roll
spend
4.
a key point for flurry of blows.
Okay. So here's how I'm kind of imagining this, and tell me if I'm wrong. You just kind of flew off of Josie and are now like on top of this thing. Like I'm imagining you guys just kind of scrambling around, grabbing each other, kind of, and you're just fucking smacking the shit out of it as you're doing this. So I'm not super familiar with flurry of blows. I believe you can use flurry of blows right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
After an
Well,
attack action, it's a bonus.
so with monks and the Fury of Blows, you get to use your bonus action to use your second attack. Then you can use your Fury of Blows to do another attack,
So it's
which
2.
leads to using a bonus action for another hit. Grand total of 4.
At level 2, she gets 4
I know
hits.
it's only 2. It's only 2 extra hits.
Yeah, right. But that
So
you
would it be
still
like a
get
total
that
of...
bonus. You still get that bonus attack from the first attack.
I don't
That's how
think
you
so,
end up
because
with
it
4.
says immediately following your attack action, you can use as a bonus.
Well,
Yeah, immediately after your...
I think
Take
me and
the-
Jacob have been playing monks wrong then for quite a while.
Well, there's variations depending on what you do for a subclass
Okay.
too. But
So this is how I'm interpreting this.
Okay.
Basically, Katie, to spend your key point on a flurry of blows because you've already taken an attack action, right? So immediately as a bonus action, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes.
yeah,
Yes.
no, that's
How I-
exactly how it's supposed to work.
Yep. So I'm just an extra unarmed strike, essentially.
Well, you would make 2.
Right.
Because your
But I
unarmed
mean,
strike is-
normally as my bonus action, I would just take 1 unarmed strike. But with the key
Correct.
point, it turns.
You can
into
burn
2.
it for... Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And that's what I want to do.
Okay. Go ahead and make your strikes.
Okay. Do I just do those as normal attacks?
Should be your regular unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
Because there's a.
Yeah, I saw that. Hold on. So I don't see where it says that. I don't know why it says that you have to make a strength save. That doesn't make sense.
Is it... I mean, I'm assuming it's them.
Do you normally, Mike, when you play Michelangelo, do they normally have to make a strength save for the flurry of blows?
No. The only
Okay.
time they had to do a strength save is you were using the grapple
Yeah.
portion of
So
your
that's
blows.
that's what that would be there for.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, so just throw 2 of your unarmed strikes. Just throw them 1 at a time. That's going to hit, so go ahead and roll your damage on that. Okay, and throw your second one. Okay, go ahead and throw your... So, you, my friend, have just straight, like Conor McGregor, just walking like the King Ape, just ground and pounding this thing. If you would like to, please feel more than free to describe exactly what you're doing. But
it's
that's a
just
very-
like a wild little animal that is pissed off lying
put a
in its
I put a
place.
GIF in the group chat that I feel fits perfectly.
Yes, pretty much. So yeah, so that will definitely take out that ghoul currently.
So I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm just gonna put you there. Hold on here.
Don't fuck
Seem
with
to be
my
having some technical difficulties. There we go. All right, and we are currently out of combat. So you guys, I don't know why. Well, hold on. What is going on here? I'm gonna stop this here real quick. Sorry, I'm having some audio. If you guys want to role play or do whatever you guys are doing, currently, Harper is unconscious currently.
Do you want me to make another roll right away? Because my turn would have been up.
Yes, go ahead and make one for me in the tower. Okay.
I'd
And just
roll a medicine
let me-
check for him.
What's up, Jacob?
I was just gonna say, let me know when you want me to roll the next one.
Okay. What are you rolling, Fillion?
I would roll a medicine check for him at some point if nobody was there with potions or whatever.
Okay. Exactly. What are you trying to do with your
Stabilized or
to stabilize him?
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a medicine check for me. Wow, my bad. Turn that down a little bit. So with your excuse me, with your medicine check, you would definitely be able to patch up the wounds that are on Harper's chest currently, and prevent any more of the bleeding out. So currently, Harper is stabilized, which. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Stabilized goes back to
Nope.
1 HP, right?
I stay at 0. I just don't have to make saving throws anymore.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So Harper, you are currently stabilized.
Alright. From the backside of the group, I'm gonna holler up what's going on.
Need some healing potions.
Isn't Josie a medicine woman?
Oh, I don't know.
Just for imagery's sake, Harper is paralyzed exactly how he was when he got hit. So Warhammer in one hand, torch in the other, just like ready to fucking go, but laying on his back.
Oh, that's so funny.
Go see. Heal him, please.
Well,
No, not well.
unfortunately,
Not
well.
unfortunately. No.
unfortunately for me, I don't have any more spell slots, so I cannot do cure wounds.
How do you not have spell slots?
Because I used them. Detecting a bunch of evil and good in
This
our
is-
beloved house.
No, that's an ability, because you were using Eyes of the Grave for that. That doesn't take spell slots. We can't hear you, Brad.
Well, they're all marked, so somehow I used them.
She
I
did
would've
use
just
2
marked 'em.
spell slots. She would have 1 left. I don't know how that third one got marked, but you
I
would
don't
have
know.
you would have
healed
1
me.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, she healed Pan when he
Mm.
got
Oh
finally got
yeah,
out of
the
that
leg
pit.
situation.
Okay, so then that's where the third one came from.
There you go. Yeah, the leg situation. There you go. The
Okay.
leg was all fucked up.
Okay. I mean, I got something that would help. If you want to let me up there. It's not going to last too long, but for about an hour. But we can at least get him back on his feet with it.
We'll do it.
You can pass
Um,
through friendly occupied space. You just can't stop in the same square.
Yeah, and I would say at this point, because we're not in combat, it would make sense that you guys are kind of like shuffling beside each other kind of thing.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is, first and foremost, I guess I'm gonna cut my hand because I need the blood for it. Um, and I don't want to use my vial. There we go. And I am going to cast False Life on Harper.
Alright, this is some kind of hoodoo shit right here.
Yeah, it really is.
I
So-
apologize. My audio went out for like 10 seconds.
It's alright.
Your like last little bit. I heard
All
something
right.
about cutting your hand and then.
Yeah.
something else.
So I'm gonna use my tail to cut my hand to open up the flow of blood, so I can get to my source of magic. Mainly because I don't want to use the vial I just filled. And cast
Mike,
False Life.
Mike, look at the range on that.
Oh shit. I thought that was okay. That is self shit.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's not gonna work.
So I zeroed that out on myself.
Okay.
I appreciate the attempt, though.
Yeah, no. I guess I'm not going to do it.
Well, guess we can all take a long rest.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have
Maybe.
anything. I don't think.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
And
where's Ash?
Run away with all gold, remember?
I have no clue.
Saw him in going the other way. Harper, did you say something? I can't.
Check his bag. See if he's got any health pots or anything in there.
Where's the bag?
I mean, he'd be carrying it.
I'll rummage through his stuff. If Josie tries, I'll sort of swat her away. Out of here.
So try to find him?
Harper, do you have anything like that in your bag?
In my bag, you would see some alchemist supplies, bedroll, mess kit, rations, rope, tinderbox, torches, water skin, and a little potion with a label on it that says, "Do not use."
Give him that
It-
one.
And it is very clearly not a health potion.
I
Hey.
will say there's nothing in here.
All right.
I love how Pan's like, use that one.
Well, I mean,
I'm just gonna look at Harper and say, you should have died so I could have used something on you and bring you back to life. That would have been easier
Let-
right now.
I guess let's drag his ass back upstairs, and I don't. Is there any sign of where Ash went?
That way. And I'm gonna point behind where it was, behind me.
Okay.
So
Well, we-
Josie would point over that way.
Yeah, there you go.
O-
Thank you.
Okay. Well, let's get Harper back upstairs. I don't know what else to do, but I mean, we're all wore out and tired. I mean, we can't even wake the guy up. We're so wore out here. But we need to regroup, take a rest, I guess. We keep going like this, and we're just gonna get ourselves hurt. Above
Yeah,
table,
more-
above table, I got one spell slot left, and I got little things I can do, but that's gonna be it. Our healer has no healing slots. we got one guy unconscious and we're missing another one. So that's all above table, obviously. But
At
yeah,
least we got one left. I got none.
I mean, there's obviously something going on here. We need to investigate, but we can't investigate when we're about ready to die. Or have no way of defending ourselves.
Above table. Anybody opposed to going and getting some sleep?
Nope.
Okay. Harper's
I mean, the
unconscious,
other
so he
option is I
doesn't
can
get a
try to,
vote.
like-
But
I was gonna say the other option is to try to stab you, kill you, and then bring you back to life, but
yeah, no, I'm
Right,
stable.
I
Just
hear you.
we'll have trouble.
just let me chill for 8 hours. I'll be okay. Okay. If nobody's opposed, then that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Let's wait
Alright.
for the adults.
I'm unconscious. Have fun carrying me. Bye.
Why are we sleeping? I'm not staying here.
So
No.
if, like I said, upstairs in the house. At
Please
least
keep me away
upstairs
from Ash.
upstairs, in the house, there's a bed, and there only seems to be one route down here. We can camp out in that room and keep an eye on the door to make sure nothing comes up after us.
Yeah, I don't care. I just don't want to be close to Ash. I want to get good
Alright.
sleep, not stinky sleep.
Okay. If Josephine and Fillion are working with Harper, I'm gonna head back into this room and see if I can investigate, figure out what happened to Ash.
Sure. So you go ahead and roll me a. Oh, your choice. Perception or investigation. I'm feeling generous today. Okay. So basically what you would see is what looked like used to be a hole in the ground, like something emerged from it. But it's like kind of like the dirt has crumbled in on it.
Secret
sense.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Secret tunnel. Sorry.
Okay.
So in essence, there's no way for you to see into the hole or know what's in there, or if there's even a hole or where it goes or anything like that, if it goes anywhere.
Just disturbed dirt, basically.
Yeah, it's like a dirt mound that you can tell something dug right there.
Okay. Well, being that we fought something that looked like a worm earlier, I'll wait for Josie and Harper to get Fillion up this way, and once they come up this way, I'll mention to them that I think the worm's got Ash.
Okay. Josie and Fillion, which way are you guys going?
Not over the pit.
Yes.
Okay. So would it be fair to say that you guys are... We'll put you in this room.
Straight up.
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just go in a little corner.
Well,
I'm not sleeping down here.
yeah, I was gonna say we talked about going upstairs. I was just
Yeah.
waiting for you guys to get this far, investigating while you were dragging Harper.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate the little corner.
Oh, I will snuff out the torch too before we start dragging them that Harper's carrying.
Okay.
That seems to make more sense than
All right.
dragging a body, dragging a torch.
And then once I get here with him, I'll join the party and make our way up. If there's no signs of Pan, I'll call for Pan.
Sounds good.
Senor Jeremy,
Yes.
they are calling for you, my friend. Oh, there you are. You're so
Are you
small.
following?
I didn't see it happen. So let me ask you this: is everybody going upstairs currently?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Because if you guys are currently going upstairs, then I will just go ahead and put you in the appropriate room.
Sounds good.
Which is going to be... right here. There you go.
Okay. How does the door to the basement? Is it open shut, open in, open out? Is it just an opening?
It's... Let me make sure I'm giving you the correct information here.
Yeah.
Well, you have to keep asking the hard questions, man.
No, I understand why he's doing what he's doing.
Because the answer will tell me how exactly we're going to do this.
So there's actually not a door, and if I explained that incorrectly last time, I apologize. It's just an opening.
It's just an opening. Okay, perfect. So knowing that that's just an opening, I'm gonna suggest we not stay in this room and yes. Yes, I don't care if we pick the hallway. I don't care if we go into another bedroom like Pan has already done.
I shut the door behind me.
You did what? I'm sorry?
I shut the door behind me.
Okay.
I don't want any more accidents.
Sounds
So-
smart.
Pan has currently shut that door. You guys have a room
I mean,
Here?
if you want to, yeah, I'm
and a
gonna
room
stay out.
here.
Josie's going up.
That closer
Yeah.
one's fine.
Okay. So is that the one that you guys are going into?
Yeah.
Into here?
Is there a place on the outside of these doors to put a lock?
So let's put
That
Harper
would
on
be
the
pretty
bed.
creepy, but...
I know he's frozen in place, but you know, lay him down gently on the bed. That way, even if he's paralyzed, frozen, when he wakes up, he's not in a position to fall over and hurt himself.
Yes, absolutely.
Lay me on my side in case I puke.
No.
Katie, while they're discussing that, there's not an area on the outside of the door to currently put the padlock that you have.
Mhm.
However, there is a keyhole in the door
But
that
does it...
you could potentially try to lock it with your.
Would it unlock from the inside, though? Just without a key?
Well, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Okay, then I won't
Would
bother with it.
would
Okay.
would the iron key that I'm carrying fit that lock?
Oh. I
You
am
can
trying to
certainly
remember.
try.
Yeah. Just
Give me 1 second.
okay. Sorry,
Poor
it's getting
fellow
difficult on you.
little-
No. I remember that you found the key. I'm trying to
Uh-huh.
remember where you found that key at.
The little skeleton in the chest thing. Little friend Johnny.
In your little get acquainted with Josie room.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little moment.
Are you sure that's where you found that? I don't think that's where you found that out.
I honestly don't remember where I found it. I just know I found one and picked it up. I don't know.
Until I can figure out where that came from or remember where that came from, we'll say that in theory you could try it and see if it works.
Well, that's what I'm doing then.
Okay.
Are you're trying it in the door or my
Yeah.
padlock? Okay.
No. In
I
the
was gonna
door.
say,
I'm trying it in the door because we're all thinking the same thing. Let's lock this door.
yeah.
Okay. I figured out where this key came from, so hold on. It fits, but it does not lock or unlock that door.
Okay. Well, if it doesn't lock or unlock the door, I can say, well, I got a key, but it doesn't work. So I guess we just stand watch of the door. We'll have to take turns.
I can try to lock it with my stuff, my picks.
Okay.
If you want to try to lock it, go ahead and roll your little pick check. Skill check.
What is it?
Did you ever add that there?
No.
Or, you're proficient in them, correct?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and just roll a stealth check and add your proficiency to it. Don't even worry about it. You lock the door.
Okay.
All right. Then I'm gonna plant myself in the corner and sit down on my duff against the corners and let's take shifts and keeping a watch. I'll take the first one.
I'm scurrying under the bed to go to sleep then.
All right. Who's gonna watch the door for the second round? Because I'm not gonna stay up all night watching this door.
You can hear in a muffled manner from under the bed. I will.
Okay. Josie,
Alright,
you
so-
okay with third watch?
Who took first? I'm sorry?
Veins.
And then
I'm
Fillion,
just-
right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, and who's taking third?
I can do that.
Okay.
And I guess Pan is doing his own watch in his own room on his own thing?
As far as you know, yes. One second. All right. So, Han is doing his thing as far as you guys know. Go ahead and Veins, roll me a perception check for your watch. Okay, I'll tell you what. All three of you guys roll your perception checks for me real quick, and we'll kind of go from there. Because my dog is telling me that she's got to go out. So let me get your perception checks real quick. Kind of figure out where we're going from there, so I can run her out real quick. Okay, we got an 8. We got a 7.
6, 5. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no kidding, right? 24. So basically, with your guys' your night is going to go off without a hitch. There's nothing that is coming at you or anything like that. However, Josie and Veins, when you guys wake up in like the morning, you guys are going to be a little tired and stuff. You've been really kind of bothered with the noises that are going on in the house, and just how much you guys have been on edge. So it's not that you're like scared of the noises, it's just more so that you're on edge with everything that's happened.
Okay.
So you're going to be a little exhausted in the morning for roleplay's sake, but you're not going to take level exhaustion or anything on that.
Okay.
Pan, do you want to? Who did we lose? Lost somebody.
She's back.
lady and she came back and she left. Oh no.
Yeah, roll me a perception check real quick. Nothing happens. Pan, you continue to do what you told me you were doing, and yeah, you guys get your long rest in. Which, let me see here. Gotta try to remember how to do that.
Click menu, and then long rest, and that'll hit
okay,
everybody.
Rest. All right. I think I gave everybody their long rest. Looks like it did. Looks like it went through.
Awesome.
So you guys are currently 8 hours later in this house, and there's things that are creaking and cracking in the house.
You have to take the
Okay.
effects off me and Josie.
Thank you. And Harper, you were back to yourself. Yeah. So take it away, guys. I can hear what you're saying. I just have to run the dog out before she pees in the room. So we'll kind of roll it as you guys are running your stuff.
All right. Look at Harper. Harper, you feeling better, man?
Yeah, that was... Swear it's never happened to me before.
Harper's getting a big hug from me
Oh,
as I say, don't you ever do that again.
yeah, well, shit happens in fights, dear. Hey, you have a dagger I can borrow really quick? I got some stuff I gotta do. Anybody
I'll
have?
take out my take out my short sword and be like, big dagger?
Oh, I need to do this is all, and I take it and I'll pull my sleeve back to like half forearm, and as I do so, you'll all see that my forearm is just covered in cuts, self-inflicted, and I'll run my forearm along the blade to get some blood flowing, and then I will wipe the blood up with my hand and start like runing on my warhammer with it.
Okay.
And then I do my normal rune work that you see me do every morning.
All right. I'll look at Billy and then. Would you mind opening this back up?
Oh yeah, sure, no
I'm
problem.
gonna kind of
I'll
head
wipe my sword off.
head Bob at the door.
Wah wah.
No problems. You unlock the door.
Oh, good.
All right. Well, then in that case, I guess we stayed here the night. Do we want to keep investigating what the hell's going on in this basement? I mean, our intentions were to wait until the fog cleared and then continue on with our travels, right?
There's two things I would like to do. One is finish killing whatever the fuck's in that basement, because I'm kind of pissed at them. And the second, I would very much like, Josie, if you can help me with this, to perform funeral rites and bury the kids in the next room.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna go gather up their remains, and then I say we head down to the basement and find a spot to lay them to rest.
Yes.
Real quick, Pan, did you want to move into that room or no?
No, I'm just waiting for everyone else to come in or come out or
Okay. I
whatever's
would say,
happening.
based on where you're at right now, you would have crossed paths with Harper as Harper comes out.
In not so many words, without having to say it, I obviously would have lit a torch as well, so I can see what the fuck I'm doing.
While they're doing that stuff, I want to talk to Pan just a little bit. I'll walk up to him and dig around in my pocket and get out the rusty padlock and say, "Can you fix this? I don't have a key for it."
Yes. Yes, I can.
And I'll grin real big.
Vane's is gonna go to the other room. I'll leave the doors open as I pass through. And just watch the opening and listen for sounds while I wait for everybody to do what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Side note, I did notice that even though it says the GM gave a party a long rest, Pan and Harper aren't fully healed according to their tokens.
I'm
They're
not
supposed to be?
because
I know
of
why I'm tracking
my
Harper.
one thing.
Pan, is there any reason why you would not?
Not that I'm aware of.
And my spell slots, I had to unmark.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's-
me too.
Okay, so that's so weird. Okay, so I went to menu on the combat tracker and hit rest and did
Are
the
you-
full rest.
Yeah. It
I'm
might
just-
it might be well for you, Mike, it might be because of the class you chose. Because that's not official content. So that might be something with the program coding on your end. Pan though, I don't know. So everybody, whenever we do a rest, just double check your sheets because I had to unclick stuff too.
Yeah,
So, but
just double check everything.
I'm a custom entry class, so I'm well aware that I have to do that. But double check your stuff, make sure all your spell slots are reset and whatnot, all your key points.
Yep, those did reset.
Okay. I think we had that issue on Friday too, and it was random. It's like sometimes it would do it and sometimes it wouldn't.
Mhm.
So
Okay. Well, I appreciate you checking that. Yeah, you guys check it
Yeah.
if it's. Look, we're all playing this game for the enjoyment, so honesty is the best policy. If you see something and you know it's not supposed to be like that, just go ahead and fix it. I'm not gonna bash on anybody or anything like that.
I am respectfully but quickly wrapping up the remains in a blanket sheet. There was a sheet placed over them.
Yeah. No, you're not.
Oh.
As soon as Pan sees you starting to mess with him, he is going to become very irate. You can't do anything with them yet. You can't. They are terrified of the basement. They are just no. That basement has to be safe first.
Okay, so you're not stopping me. You're just telling me to wait.
Yeah,
Just to
and
be
I'm-
sure we're clear, Pan.
And he's kind of like that little kid where he's so mad he's like crying and sniffling and shaking, like he just looks like he's almost ready to have a seizure, like he just doesn't know what to do with himself, you know.
I'm gonna look at you, Pan, and just say, "It's okay.
Up-
Okay."
Above table, the behavior I'm witnessing right now, having traveled with Pan for a while, is this normal? Because I vaguely remember you saying you
Well,
were very
hold
quiet,
on.
very soft-spoken, and
Hold
now
on
you're
a
in my
second.
face.
I'm gonna have to jump in here for a second because that's not really an above table question. That would be more of something that you would have to try to figure out.
Well, I mean, he's just saying.
Well, no, I'm talking
based
about
off what-
backstory.
Yeah,
From the time we
longer
spent
6
together.
months we spent together. Yeah.
Yeah.
depending on how observant you are, you would have seen he rarely says anything. Um, generally kind of keeps his distance, but you would have noticed that he does not do well with his emotions.
Okay.
You know, think autistic, high functioning autistic.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I will come over and take a knee and put my hand on your shoulder. All right. We'll make the basement safe, then we'll take care of them. Let's go, little buddy. And I'll give you a pat on the shoulder and start.
He's gonna like do the wiping his arm across his face kind of thing as he sniffles and
Leaving a snail trail.
just gives you a nod. Yeah, definitely just not all over that sleeve.
And I will head for the basement.
Okay. Veins will take 5-foot step inward to make room for everybody passing through.
Okay.
I'm
Is
so
everybody-
excited. I'm like practically cartwheeling into the room with the basement stairs.
Practically or literally?
So,
It might be literal. It might be literal.
so I wanna ask, just because of all the walls and stuff that are here and trying to help with all the movement and stuff, is everybody going downstairs? I know, Veins, you said that you were gonna step into the room.
Yeah, so I'm stepping deeper into the room, just 5 foot, enough room so everybody can pass by me and head towards the basement door. Since it would appear from what I was hearing, they want to go down there and clear it out. I
Okay.
mean, I was keeping myself in the doorway, so I'm assuming I heard all this.
I mean, it's all very close proximity right there, so I would assume that it's not hard for you guys to hear the conversations. Nobody said that they were trying to be quiet, so.
Yeah,
Okay,
Pan
then-
definitely wouldn't have been quiet while he was throwing it the fit.
So then Veins will wait for everybody to pass by and I'll follow them on down, I guess.
Okay. Give me a second, and we will get you guys downstairs.
As we're going downstairs, I'm gonna look at Veins and be like, "Is Ash dead?"
I'm assuming so.
Oh,
He was taken by worms.
that's
What I'm assuming was worms, because that's the only marks I could find down there.
that's too bad.
Well,
I can stop making soap now, I guess.
I mean, technically, it would really kind of depend on what type of worms they are, because some worms actually will keep the things they catch alive so that their babies can grow inside them and then eat them as their way out. So
Oh
it's
God,
entirely
that'd be-
possible Ash may still be alive. Look on the bright side. Ash is now more of a living Go-Gurt, but
Right on left field, gentlemen.
I mean, at least Ash doesn't have to deal with that.
Pan is my spirit animal. Way too much useless information. When we get to the bottom of the stairs, I will turn to everybody and be like, keep heading the same way.
I mean,
Shrug.
they were taking you that way, so I'd assume whatever's down here was that in that direction.
All right.
I'm gonna say I want to go first.
Okay.
I say
Okay.
we let the little murder machine go first.
That's right.
I will be right behind Fillion.
Billion, where do you want to go?
Where they were dragging him.
So, back down here where you did your little fight?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I will put you guys right there for the sake of argument, because you've seen pretty much everything else as you're coming through. The only thing that you would see is right here, which I'm pretty sure y'all can see. Everything right.
We need you to move the tokens first.
Okay.
Lighting effects are in place, so
Lighting and
we can only
walls,
see what
yeah.
we can see. Yeah.
So where the bodies were, basically.
Yeah, so what you guys would see is right here is there would be a, who am I missing?
Harper.
Harper. Basically, you're at a four-way intersection right there, if that makes sense. This is where you guys encountered the ghouls. The ghouls popped up in just about every other direction. Now, Fillion, you would need to go further down here to the west if you wanted to go back to where they had dragged Harper to.
Yeah.
Harper, are you going a different direction?
I'm just going to take that one step and look around the corner.
Okay. Fillion, what would you like to do? Because I was working on yours first. And then Harper, I'll describe what you're seeing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just going. I think the consensus was to go where they were dragging them.
Okay. So I will go ahead and put you there. Because that's where you ended up last. So for Harper, you will see as you come around this corner here. Well, you're gonna have to go a little bit farther into the room, really, for me to kind of describe. It's an open room, I can tell you that much. But from where you're standing, that's all you can really see. Maybe some skeletons up against the wall. And some rusty shackles.
I'll take one more like half step if I see skeletons.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and describe this room to you real quick. This room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. A wide alcove in the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. The room has exits to the west and the north walls. Chanting can be heard coming from the west. West being like the lower part of the map.
Do I recognize the statue? Like, do I recognize the man?
You can roll a history check if you'd like.
22.
Even with a 22, you've never seen this person.
Okay. I will meet up back with the group then. As we continue west.
Anything worth anything down there, Harper?
Looks like some sex slaves got left behind. Now they're a bunch of skeletons chained up to the wall. There's a statue of some dude. I didn't recognize him. And more voices coming from the west, so I came back here. Where's Fillion? Why aren't we with Fillion?
Well,
theoretically, we would still all be together. I'm not
Okay.
I'm being pretty good.
I say the group stopped here. You wandered that way, and Fillion started working her way down the
maybe just around
hallway.
the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go then. And I'll motion.
I'm doing the same thing I
Impatiently
did
waiting for you
upstairs.
guys. Tapping my foot.
I'll be doing the same thing I did upstairs. I'll step to the side and wait for everybody to pass, because I don't want to be up front.
Okay, so Harper is officially caught up. Josie and Pan, are you guys catching up with him?
Yep, I'm just following right along with everybody else.
Okay. So I will go ahead and move you guys there. Veins, you can move your character if you would like.
Right behind him.
I guess, Fillion, we're kind of waiting on you, which I guess you're waiting on me to describe what you see, huh?
Yep.
That might be helpful.
I'm also gonna draw my sword. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
The silver one.
Let me make sure. So inside this room, you're going to see a chandelier that is suspended from a table in the middle of the room, or above a table. Sorry, not from the table, but above a table in the middle of the room. There's 2 high back chairs that flank each side of the table that is in the middle of the room. Each of those, in front of those chairs, is an empty clay jug and 2 clay flagons atop of it. There's iron candlesticks in the 2 corners of the room. One that you can... I'm assuming you're popping your head around the corner knowing you.
Yeah.
So you're going to see candlesticks, iron candlesticks here and here.
Okay. Like big ones?
Like, yeah, enough to, like, hold candles. But you will notice that their candles have long since been melted away.
Okay. Is there any doors or anything in there?
You think there might be a door on the west side of the room, but you're not sure because you're not far enough into the room.
Is that down here in the...
Would be down on...
There?
Yes, it would be down that
Okay.
direction.
Okay. Okay, I'll say I think there's a door down here. And I'll go down there.
Okay.
Peek around the corner, if it is indeed a door.
You peek around the corner, and it is a door.
Well, I'll open it if it's closed.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Go ahead and roll me initiative, please. For the sake of argument, we will do this for everybody because you guys are all in such close proximity to each other.
I would have followed into the room to where I set my move there.
Perfectly fine. Let me see here.
I gotta stop being curious in dungeons. It's getting me in trouble.
What do you mean there's a dragon in this dungeon?
So when you put something on the combat tracker, does it auto roll the initiative for it, or do you have to roll it?
Right click it, and then you'll see a circle with an arrow, and that should be the initiative.
Yeah. All right, got it. Okay, perfect.
I think it does auto set the initiative, but I always re-roll it just because.
No, I got you. All right, so we got everybody in there. Perfect. So, Fillion, God, why am I struggling with your name today? Fillion, as you reach out and touch this door, you will feel your hand become adhered to the door as the door begins to change shape and teeth sprout from the top and the bottoms of the door. And where your hand is currently at, I'm assuming was touching the doorknob, or what is kind of determined as being the doorknob.
Mm-hmm.
It looks as though a tongue is lashed around your arm, adhering you to like what the door is.
I would, if it's possible, I would just be like, not a door, not a door, not a door.
You can definitely yell that for sure, but it is going to be a surprise round.
Yeah.
Currently.
I figured.
So let me see here. Why am I'm not, Jesus. I don't know why it's doing this to me. Killing me, Smalls.
What's the problem?
It's not showing up like, you know how you hit the effects and it allows you to do the attacks?
You hit the sword and it shows the attacks, not the effects.
Is it on the combat tracker?
Thank you. There we go. I figured it out.
Clicking the wrong button.
All right. So, let me see here. Let me drink this on. Where you at, Fillion? Boom. Harper, I'm going to allow you to move into the room there because you would have been moving in at the same time. Let me make sure that.
I think we all were shuffling along together.
Yeah.
Totally fine if you guys want to move your guys' characters a little bit further forward. Don't have a problem with that. I'm just trying to figure out why these effects are not showing up currently.
I'm not seeing the mimic on the combat tracker. Or is that?
There we go.
Okay.
Now can you see it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let me. Oh, you know what? That's probably why it didn't do that. There we go. That might work a little bit better.
Did you just have a token on the map and not the actual?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I still don't understand why the effect's not dropping to affiliate. I don't know what is going on with my stuff tonight.
You can just open up the effects under tools and drop
Yeah.
it straight off there because it's just a grapple, I think.
Yep. So there we go. Let me pull this up real quick. Make sure I'm doing this correct. Okay. It is going to lash out at you with a... Oh gosh, darn it. I've got too many things going on here. I am so sorry, guys. This is my fault. Here we go. Maybe. There we go. I'll get back into the groove of things here eventually. So it's going to lash out, like the teeth are going to come down and try and bite you, and it's going to miss. Just is everybody moving into the room, or would have moved into the room at the same time? Because I'll give that to you guys if that's what you guys were doing.
I was assuming, but my movement is based off of who's in front of me.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm gonna go as far forward as Josie and Pan go. That makes sense.
Yeah, so we'll roll with that. So then that's going to put us back at the top of the order then, which that's going to put to you, Harper.
Okay. Is that specifically where Fillion is, or should Fillion be in a full square?
Fillion should be in a full square.
Okay.
I would have
Perfect.
been a square up and then just like reaching around if that helps too. But if I'm grappled and he pulled me, then
Yeah.
okay.
The only thing I'm looking at, and I'm going to let it go on this one, is it did not roll for the advantage during the bite, but that's okay.
I
Harper, it's your
don't.
turn.
Oh, that's mimic specific, right? Getting advantage
Well,
creatures it's grappled to.
Yeah,
If it's
but
because the grappled condition typically doesn't give you advantage. If it's mimic specific, then you have to click it every time.
Okay, let me roll that then real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I remember playing with the mimic. Yeah, it's mimic specific.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll that one more time and see if it still misses.
Right.
All right, so Harper, you're moving there.
Yep. And I am going to hit this quote-unquote door with my warhammer.
Okay. It's gonna be a hit.
Hits. And as it hits, you hear a dong, kind of like I hit a gong when the warhammer strikes down. And then I'm not gonna hit it with my torch. I'm just gonna like stick my torch in its face, which mechanically, if you agree, bad, would just do 1 point of fire damage. But in an attempt to like get it to oh shit and let go of Fillion.
Sure.
However you want to,
and-
the goal isn't damage. The goal is like a wild creature. You put a torch in its face and it goes, oh shit, and stops what it's doing and backs off.
I'm gonna roll something for it
Okay.
here real quick, and then I'll give it the 1 point. It is going to save against that though.
Worth a shot.
So I added the 1 point on there for you.
And
Fillion, you were still grappled.
that's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
Pull this thing's tongue out of its face.
What? Real quick, would I recognize this creature? I know you have it unidentified, so.
Roll me. If I can pull it up. I would say either survival or a history for you. Whichever you would like.
15.
So yes, with a 15, you would recognize this as a mimic.
Okay. I would just call out mimic, and then that's my turn.
Okay. Josie, we're up to you.
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Just right there.
I don't see any. Okay, there we go. So you're gonna move in there. So that would
From
be
here.
15 feet of movement.
Yes. And from there, can I use my crossbow and try to hit a beautiful mimic?
I'm gonna say, Fillion, how tall are you again?
4 foot, I think.
And Josie, how tall are you?
4 foot.
I'm like 5'6".
Okay. I would say you would easily be able to go ahead and make an attack at it.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll your damage on it.
Okay.
Okay. You have anything else for your turn?
No. I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay.
Is the thing still a door, Brad, or is it not a door anymore?
It's like in transition, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's door adjacent.
Just
Yeah.
for clarity's sake
So
as to what
yeah.
size this thing is.
So I mean, it's not like you know how typically we would think of a mimic as being like almost like a chest size kind of thing. At least that's what I think of when I hear one. This is more of think of it's like a door, but it's not a full door because it's obviously like hunched over now.
Okay. So it's
beside it at Fillion.
so the edges have started to suck inward as it's shooting outward.
Correct.
Got
Correct.
it.
All right. So that was the end of your turn, right, Josie?
Yes.
Pan, what you got, little buddy?
I mean, the designs of mimics are their bodies are
Endless.
pretty much magical. So it could be a door with a mouth and tongue.
I think you got maybe another 10 feet after that, if you needed to move.
Should be 15. He's got a 25-foot speed.
Oh, okay. I thought he was back a little bit more.
Okay, would I be able to shoot it from here?
How tall are you?
Like 3 foot, I think.
What if you stood on the table?
From where you are at, Jeremy, I would say.
Oh, I'm 3'6".
And Fillion, you're what, 4?
Yep.
So not too much of a difference. So it wouldn't be too terribly hard. But because you are shorter than Fillion, just make a quick dex check.
Or do you want to treat that with partial cover rules?
I'm just gonna go with dex check
Okay.
on this one. Yeah, no, you. If you're taking a shot, go ahead and take a shot at it. You hit it. So, as you're rolling the damage, Fillion, this is the first time that you hear Pan's gun just crack off. and the bullet comes whizzing by you and actually strikes this thing, causing it to kind of thing. So it's not actually hitting anywhere around. Like he solidly hit this mimic this time.
I'll look over my shoulder and grin and nod.
Anything else for your turn, Pam?
I'm just gonna jump up and down. Yay, I helped!
All right. So that brings us to our little murder munchkin.
Well, it's getting a sword.
Okay.
Right in its pointy little face.
That's right.
So, our attacks while grappled, is that at disadvantage? I don't remember.
No, there's
Nope.
no advantage or disadvantage. She just can't move.
Got it.
Unless she or the creature is forcibly moved, in which case the grapple ends.
So you begin sticking this thing with your little short sword here, Fillion, as it's like grappled to your arm. Anything else that you would like to do?
I'd like to know if from within the grapple of my other arm, I can unarmed strike it from inside its tongue coil.
I'm gonna say you mean the arm that's grappled, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's gonna be a little difficult, so probably not. What you could do is you could try to free your arm, if you would like.
As a bonus action,
I will allow that, yes.
then I will do that.
But the punch is... that's going to be either, if I remember right, it's athletics or acrobatics for you to escape. So go ahead and roll either one of those, whichever one you want.
How about
And
that?
you definitely get out of this thing with gusto. Like straight backflip status out of this thing.
Okay, well,
So
if
you
I'm
are no
doing it-
longer grappled.
Yeah, perfect.
Anything else for you?
Nope. I'll wipe my hand off
Okay.
on my pants. It's gross.
We're going to come up to Veins here. Okay.
Yeah, move in for sure. Okay. I guess take a wipe on my hand with my tail and use my firebolt.
Sure.
And I think I'm tall enough. I should be able to see this thing.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Fillion's also not grappled anymore, so... Alright. 4 damage. So this thing is, to give you guys an idea, it's not super beat up, but it's not liking the pounding that you guys just gave it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, anything else for you?
No.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck?
Let me make sure here as we move on to its turn. It is going to lash out again at Fillion, being right there. It misses completely. That was so bad. I think you already threw an attack at it, right? No, that was from... I'm going to let you throw an attack at it, because that was so terrible.
Awesome. Do you have a preference of what I use? Sword or hand?
Your choice, whatever you think would be appropriate for your character to react.
Let's see. Yep, I'd use a sword. Touch it again.
Okay, roll your damage on it. All right. With your slashes from your short sword, it is definitely looking pretty, pretty slashed up, pretty nasty, kind of thing. Let's see here. Let's move on to the next one. Harper, your turn. I'm going to turn that down some.
A lot more of the same. That'll hit.
Okay. Are you gonna be the one that does it? Not quite.
Would you allow me to burn all of my movement to drop my torch on the ground and pull my crossbow off my belt?
Yeah, I'd let you do that. You wouldn't be able to take a shot with it, but yeah, I'd let you do it.
Even though I can take a shot as a bonus action?
So you've already taken your action. If you would have burned your movement prior to taking the action, I would have said that that's... I'm groovy with that. Just seems a little out of order for me.
Well, it's... Because I take...
let me explain. The only reason I'm saying that is because it's... You took the action, now you're, like, dropping everything, you're pulling it out, and that's like the whole complex movement action kind of thing with a warhammer in your hand. So what I'm equating that to is basically my experience with drawing a firearm from a holster, and that's a really complex movement to do under a lot of stress.
But it's not in a holster. I previously established it just hangs on like a little hook.
Correct.
So it's as simple as...
It's the functionality of you just swung, dropping it. So I'm going to say you can burn your movement to pull it out, to drop your torch and pull it out, but you will not be able to make your attack with it this turn.
No, that's all right. In that case, I will just shove my torch in its face as a bonus action again.
Okay. You can give it 1 point of damage, or I'll give it 1 point of damage for that. Where's that here?
That'll be it for me.
Okay. It is looking pretty rough. It's pretty singed. It's got a lot of slash marks to it, a lot of cuts to it. It's if mimics could bleed, or if they do bleed, it's bleeding pretty good for you guys. Right now, and that brings us to Josephine.
I don't know. According to the anime I'm watching right now, mimics taste like crab.
Fascinating.
What are you watching?
It's called like Delicious in Dungeon or something. It's all about a group going down and eating monsters as they go.
Oh, I saw that.
Yep.
Brad, skip Josie for a second. She's taking her meds.
Okay, I got you. Pan, what you got, little buddy?
I guess I'm just gonna take another shot. Not sure there's really much else I can do. Do I need to roll another dex check?
No, at this point, no, because Filian is no longer grappled, so Filian's not like right up on this thing anymore.
Make sure you remove grapple from Filian too, by the way, there, boss.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, what would I do without you?
Depend on Jacob.
So this shot, well, go ahead and describe what you want to describe it, Pam?
Okay, so it's changing from a door. Does it have any sort of face, or just like a big gaping maw?
It's very much a big gaping maw, but you could definitely see some eyes like hurling over the top of it.
My shot drills right between its eyes.
Okay. That's gonna come right in through like right in through the roof of its mouth, like right between its eyes as it's coming through, and just all of this nasty mimic bleh splatters out into the room or the hallway behind it. And with that, the mimic is dead.
Hey.
And you guys are out of combat.
Oh, I do the cowboy holster. You know where you bring it up, blow the smoke off the barrel,
then-
Swirl it around and then into the holster. He secretly spends 3 hours a night doing drills on that.
Just to,
So is there a hallway behind the mimic, or?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Hold on. I need to put you guys all back on the map because I just screwed that up. So Fillion was there. Harper was there. I think Josie was in the corner right there.
Yep.
Han was there. And who am I missing? Mr. Baines.
Baines.
There you go. So yes, if I can bring this up. There we go.
Alright, new plan. We shoot all the doors before we open them.
So yeah, it opens up into a hallway behind it.
Going in.
I was say I'm gonna walk straight down behind Billion to take a look down the hallway.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right behind Fillion the whole way. So
Okay.
I'm gonna look over this way.
So Fillion, as you come in, you're going to see that exact same room that I described to Harper earlier with that statue holding the. I think it was like a. I forget how I described it.
statue with a
Like a
wolf holding an orb.
Oh, so yeah, statue with a wolf holding a smoky gray orb. In that room, there's skeletons along the walls with some chains and stuff like that.
The right wall is the south wall, right? That's where the statues are. Where
the,
the
two
stars?
things are.
Correct. Where the two-star
Okay.
things are at was where the statue's at.
Just
Yes,
double
correct.
checking.
So Pan, real quick, as you're coming into this room, you're gonna see like a large wooden framed bed that has like a rotted feather mattress in there. There's a wardrobe in the room. Some iron candlesticks that you can see. There's an open crate. That's at the foot of the bed right there that I'm sure you can see that.
I am.
So it's like cracked open, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna loot the room.
Okay.
Absolutely everything that will fit into a bag of holding is going into a bag of holding.
Okay. What are you looting first?
I guess first I will empty out the crate. That seems the most loot worthy.
The open crate?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a mimic.
So I'm gonna move you right there in the sense of you opening it. And as you go in there and start rummaging around in some stuff, I'm going to have you roll initiative because you have 2 creatures. That is not what I wanted to do.
You want initiative from everybody?
Please.
Can I just keep my 20? Oh, 18's
Was that
not
from
bad.
the last one, or?
20 was the one we just did, but an 18's not bad. I'll keep that as well.
So 2 creatures are going to arise from the wall, or come out from the walls as you go to look around in there. We are, let me see here, that looks like that's rolled, and that's rolled. So it is a surprise round on you. Real quick. Pull that up here. That's not the one I want. It is going to reach out with its claws. Make sure that's the right one. Hold on. Yep. Reach out with its claws and make an attack on you. auto miss. Not too terribly bad. So you're able to kind of move out of the way with it. They are not up on the map, are they? I'm
Nope.
such a horrible DM. So it was this one that's right next to you is the one that lashed out at you.
Okay.
This one is going to come out, and it's going to lash out with its claws. Also missing. And then that will. So I will say, for the sake of argument, with a surprise round, because they just made their actions, if you were going to yell anything, you have about a second or two to yell out anything.
I'm going to yell out. Are these the ghouls like we fought before?
Make a. I'm going to say perception check, but chime in here if you guys think it's something different.
No, that'd work.
Yeah. Go ahead and throw a perception check.
I thought at first that's what you were going to be yelling.
They look very similar to what you were fighting before, but you're not completely sure if they are the same things.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell out, "Fuck! It's ghouls!"
The what?
And then with that will come back to the top of the round. Let me reset the rounds here. There we go. Why did that go to Fillion? I don't understand.
Because it was on Josephine when you reset the rounds, and then when you
And
bumped
then
up to Billy
And,
yeah.
Okay. So that should go to 15 again. So 15 is going to reach out with his claws again.
They're not on the combat tracker.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Okay, there's one, and then
Oh,
it's gone.
damn it. It's gone.
Hold on.
I killed it. Never mind.
There we go.
Good job.
And
There's
now
so many like, things like.
and now there's a hidden spike trap on the tracker.
Well, that's the one from earlier
Oh.
that
Just
you
let
guys
you
had.
know. Or is it?
All right, so it looks
Everybody-
like
Poke the
What's that?
ground wherever you walk. Wherever you walk, poke the ground. There's a spike trap somewhere.
all right, so we're gonna drop that on you, Pan. You were going to immediately fall unconscious from that strike. And then that'll be it for its turn.
Well, looks like we're taking another long rest, everybody.
Right.
No.
We're on to Fillion.
Well, my little ears perked up at the sound of ghoul, so I can make it here with 35 feet.
You said that was 35? You have 35 feet of movement?
No, I have 40 feet of movement, but I'm assuming I can like get this one 15.
Yeah, you could easily. You'd have about 5, I think, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35. You have about 5 feet left.
I don't want to
Yeah,
stand.
you have my permission to stand on top of me if that makes your life easier.
Okay. Well, I would be in there.
Okay.
Getting in
So Pan's laying on the ground right now. There's a ghast. I mean, you can see the 2 ghasts of where they're at. The only one you could currently reach in melee range would be 15.
Well, that's fine. One is just as good as the other right now.
Okay.
With a sword.
That hits.
Or 7. And then offhand unarmed strike. Hits. 8 more.
Perfect. It definitely felt those hits. That 1-2 combo did not feel good to it. You kind of see its head just back. Comes back. It's got a couple good slash couple good slashes across it. But yeah.
I'm just
Anything
gonna,
else?
I'm gonna taunt it with my sword. Yeah, it didn't feel good, did it? Get ready for some more.
All
And that's
right.
it.
Harper.
Do some moving. To
So that
start.
is a table that's right there that you're going to cross. But,
Well, then I'll 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
yeah, that'd be fine. I would say that's actually 20 because you could move diagonal.
Okay. Well, if that's only 20, then I will step into the room past Fillion there.
Kind of skadooch past Fillion.
Yep. I am going
Like,
to
excuse me, pardon me.
drop my torch and hold my warhammer up pointed at Ghast 15 there.
Okay.
And cast Chromatic Orb out of my warhammer.
Okay.
Which misses. Lovely.
Okay. That's not like deals half damage or anything if it misses.
I'm looking right now. I don't think so.
Mm,
No,
Nope. Doesn't
nothing.
Look like it.
That's it. And then,
Alright.
if you'll allow for the bonus action, I'll pull my hand crossbow off its hook.
Yeah, because you don't have your torch anymore because you dropped it, right?
Correct. But that'll be my turn.
On to Veins. Master Veins.
Alright, I'm going to step up on the table so I can get a clear view down the hallway.
Okay.
And if I'm assuming the wound from the fight with the mimic is still fresh enough, I can relay on that to cast my magic.
Are you talking like the actual mimic's blood?
No, my wound that I first created when we were fighting the mimic. I don't need to do it again, do I?
Is this for your...
I want to
Entry-
cast a cantrip right now.
No, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, that's what I need to know. Otherwise, I would have,
No, yeah, I got you.
roleplayed reopening it. Okay, and then in that point, I'm going to just go ahead and firebolt gas number 14, which is straight ahead of me.
Okay. It hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay.
Goes to damage, and that is it for me.
Okay. It takes that hit pretty solid from that fireball. And then it'll
Bolt.
kind of... Or bolt,
Bolt.
sorry. Not bolt.
Yeah.
Bolt.
Yeah.
Been played too much Boulder's Gate today. So yeah, it kind of shrugs that off. And then we are on to gas 14, correct?
Yeah, I'm done.
I believe. So gas 14 is going to come over here, jump up on the bed, and is going to lash out at Harper, hitting. You will take 8 points of damage, and saving throw.
Woohoo!
You succeed. So that is the end of that turn. Pan, make your roll in the tower. Okay, thank you. And then we're on to Josephine.
I am going to move right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my crossbow at Gast 14.
Okay. That hits. Okay. It's a nice solid thunk right into its shoulder with your crossbow bolt.
Yes.
Anything else for you?
Nope, that's it.
Right. Let's move on to the next one. Not that. I don't care about that one. Gas 15 is going to strike out at Billion. That hits. And then I'm gonna need a. I'm willing to bet you're gonna. Yeah. All right. So that's it for its turn. There is something, however, at the beginning of your turn, Filion. Because you are within 5 feet of it, I need a Constitution saving throw from you. You succeed. So you were fine.
Okay. Wait on. I will stab him.
Which one's him?
15.
Oh, 15? Okay. He's just like keeping it in the corner, just like fucking prison shanking this shit around the corner.
And then punch him. Which will also hit.
Okay.
8 more. I think that's it for
Right.
me.
It is. That one is not looking super hot. It's looking pretty rough. Definitely bruised up, kind of beat up from all the shit you've been throwing at it. Harper, I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
9.
You failed. So give me a second here. Because of the smell of this thing, it has. How does it describe this thing? Basically, it smells so freaking bad that it's just wafting like this poison, and you just take this big hit of it, and you become poisoned.
Churns my stomach.
Yes, thank you. Until the end of till the start of your next turn.
Okay. Well, that's not going to change anything. I'm still going to move over here.
Okay.
Now, I would like to argue that we would get advantage on these saving throws, having traveled with Ash as long as we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I second that.
I would have almost given it to you if you would have caught him before he made the throw.
Oh, I can just make another straight one. Call it advantage.
Well,
Take the
but-
higher of the
No.
two.
But I
You already
didn't know
moved.
that it was about. You didn't tell us it was the stench until after he'd rolled.
That is true.
Yeah, see.
That is very true.
Go ahead and do what you were gonna do.
See, welcome to Jacob's world on Fridays.
Uh-huh.
I
Pretty
just
sure
need
I'd
to
let
know,
shit go.
Does the ghoul have a beard?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to come over here and swing at this gas with advantage for flanking, so it ends up being a regular attack, which misses. And then bonus action, a hand crossbow shot. Make sure I grab the right one.
Yes, I forgot. It is dark down here, and you don't have a light source currently.
I dropped it on the ground. I did not extinguish it.
True.
But I'm at disadvantage because I'm poisoned. That's... yeah. But no, I specifically just dropped the torch so that
Gotcha.
the light is still there. But I natty one on the crossbow shot. That's my turn.
Yeah, just totally. And actually, this time it goes right, like, Fillion, you're standing right there, like, focusing on this other one, and you just hear this crossbow bolt, like, right above your head kind of thing.
I'll look over at him.
Master Veins.
Alright, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to go in there. Honestly, I think I just want to hold my action.
Okay.
I'll prepare a firebolt if I see something that comes within my range of vision.
Okay.
Let it loose.
Okay.
But otherwise, I mean, because the way everybody's all grouping in there, I sure as a fuck don't want to walk in there face to face with one of these things.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just stand fast, prepare a firebolt. If I see something, I'll let it loose. You know, like I know they're fighting something around that corner up there. If it comes out of the corner, then
Okay.
yeah, I'll release. Otherwise, that's it.
Okay. We're going to move on to Gas 14. He is going to reach out with another claw attack for Harper, which is going to hit. That is going to be, what, 9 points of damage. And then, you succeed, Harper.
Woohoo!
So you are good to go. That is the end of its turn. Pan, another roll on the tower for me, please. Okay. On to the next one. Josie, you're up.
Alrighty. Same thing. Let's go ahead and use my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead and throw some damage at it. That one hits it like right in its shoulder, like its left shoulder as it's facing Harper. You can tell that when it hit it, it's like it's that fuck that hurt, and but it's back up and it's moving.
Ah, asshole. Next time.
Anything else for you?
No.
Brad, if I may, real quick, because Pam's never played a cleric, Pan has been down 2 rounds, and you do have a bonus action healing spell.
Oh, can I do it as a bonus action? I didn't know.
Healing Word is a bonus action. Cure Wounds is an action.
Does she have... Yeah, she does.
You should have both.
Absolutely can if you would like to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought it was like a actual action. Give me 1 sec. Here you go, little buddy.
Okay.
Read your spells, kids. Also, you double check with your parents that you're watching this. Adult content warning.
Josie, I marked off that spell slot for you, so don't worry about that.
Thank you.
Pan, you are back up, my friend, with 4 hit points.
Well, still laying on the ground, just
Yes.
not dying
correct.
anymore.
Correct. No longer dying. Gas 15 is going to reach back out at Fillion, since they want to have this little boxing match around the corner. And that's a miss on his part. Fillion, we are onto your turn.
Okie dokie. I saw Gast 14 take a pretty good claw at Harper, so got a sword for that one. Ooh, it's almost a 1.
Almost a 1. Okay.
And then I'll reach back around to 15 with my hand. Tiny little fist of fury. And miss.
That's gonna
because
miss.
I'm distracted.
So 14's gonna take a nice gash and is bleeding pretty good at this point. Anything else from you?
I'll look down at Pan and say, glad to see you're back.
I'll give her a bloody thumbs up.
With that, we come to Harper.
Am I still poisoned?
No, you're...
I'm good now.
Why are you unconscious and prone?
Because that last hit was enough to knock him down.
Was it?
Oh,
Damn.
yes, it was. I did not realize that, so I am completely apologize to everybody. Harper, I will bring you back to 19 because that was my mess up and I didn't catch that. But you are worse for wear, my friend.
That's okay, because I'm not poisoned, so I'm gonna hit this bitch.
Let me take your stuff off real quick. Hold on.
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
please.
There you go. You're good now.
With,
Okay, you hit it.
Another gong boom.
Nice.
And with
then-
that, it goes down.
And then some bonus action hand crossbow for the other one.
Okay. Go ahead.
6 points
Uh,
there.
It hits it like solid, and it's beginning to like teeter kind of thing, but it's still up. Or should I
gonna-
say it's teetering, not beginning to teeter. It's teetering.
I'm gonna do something else here. For flavor's sake, if you'll... Well, no, I can't. Never mind.
Okay.
Disregard. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. We're on to veins.
Because I'm not in the room, I couldn't see that gas go down. What I'm assuming.
You wouldn't see it go down, but you would have heard it like cry out and like have that death rattle to it kind of thing.
Alright, so...
Now, whether you know it's dead or not, that's to be foreseen, but...
Okay. Well, not knowing if that thing's dead or not, I'm probably just going to stick with the same action I had the last go around.
Okay.
Because I don't want to step into a room where something's going to mash my face in one shot. So,
Oh,
yeah,
no
I'll
worries.
just hold my action and prepare another firebolt. I mean, they're firebolts, so I don't lose slots for them. But that's it.
Alright, we're on to Pan. So, Pan, you are prone, my friend.
Yes. So it's disadvantage to shoot him, right?
I think that's just melee attacks.
Well, he is within 5 feet of it.
Yeah. It is
And it's a ranged
disadvantage
attack.
on all attack rolls.
Yeah.
But you can stand up.
I can, but then I'm still within 5 feet with a ranged weapon.
Yeah.
if I get up and move over here, would we have him flanked? Wow.
Wow, that was really loud. I'm so sorry.
Jesus, dude, you don't have to be that pissed. It was just a question.
Damn. If you move there, no, that's not flanking at this point.
Alright, well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, that didn't work.
You just cranked a round off into that little corner right there, and it's just ping, 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 all over in the corner right there. Anything else for you, little buddy?
No.
Okay. Josie?
I'm gonna move.
All right, where are you moving to?
I'll be like, excuse me, Philip, and just move right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my dagger and stabby.
Okay.
Now is he flanked?
Are you... How is he flanked? Go ahead and throw your attack with your dagger. That misses. So I do have to ask, with you pulling out your... Well, no, never mind. That... You're good. Anything else for you?
I'm staying right there. I'm like, oopsie.
Okay. Not the spike trap. Gas 15, seeing Josie come around the corner finally, sees a new target and is going to reach out.
Nobody ever expects the Spanish spike trap.
It is going to miss, and that will very quickly move on to our little murder minion.
Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him.
That hits.
Overkill here.
And that is more than enough. What did you hit it with? The short sword?
Yeah.
Oh, you just, for as short as you are and as big as this thing are, you just kind of leap up and just cleave this thing's head right from its shoulders.
Excellent.
Street murder minion status. And with that, we are out of combat.
Whoop, whoop.
It kind of reminds me of the feral purple minions in the, I think that's the second Despicable Me. You know, the masterpiece with the guac hat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Harper's gonna kind of just slink and sit in the corner and just kind of sit there breathing heavy for a second.
Drop it.
I'll say, what's next? Let's go. I'm
But
ready.
hold on, Fillion. All right. Need a minute. I'm not feeling too hot right now.
I'm gonna continue looting that crate.
Okay. Are you just taking everything that's out of that crate?
Yes, I'm gonna one by one throw everything into the bag of holding unless it looks like something that someone here could use. In which case I'm gonna hold it up and ask for dibs.
Okay.
Who wants
So,
dibs?
here's what I am going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to... Do you have your bag of holding in your inventory?
It should be, although I have no idea how to actually put stuff in there.
You just type in bag of holding.
Under the location section, you type whatever the name of the bag is.
Oh.
I'm trying to...
Okay.
I'll put a picture of my inventory in the group chat so you can see.
I actually don't see one in your inventory currently, so I will just add one real quick.
It's
So-
because it's one of his artificer things.
Yep.
So he
Yeah,
turned a
he-
regular bag into a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so it's not an additional bag. He's just turning his backpack into a bag of holding, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Is that what you were gonna say, Mike?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is
Okay.
what you could do is just anything that's in the bag of holding, just mark it backpack if he's got backpack on his inventory list.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as weight goes, you could just click the button that says carry equip, just leave it blank
Yeah.
for now.
Because basically the way I have it is my backpack, I just have it not carried,
Gotcha.
and then everything inside of it is showing not carried, so the weight.
That works too, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That-
Well, I'm
that-
gonna put these in your inventory, and you can do with them what you will.
While they're playing rummage sale over there, I'm gonna go check out this other room that Billian and Harper were looking at.
Okay, does anyone want scale mail?
Nope.
Anybody at all?
Oh
wait,
is there any
no, that's mine. Never mind. Sorry.
It's,
Indian giver?
you want it?
Well,
Fine.
he's just like throwing them into.
It's the
My
one you're
regular-
looking at is the chain shirt.
So things like scale mail that you're actually using, in the location you should type in
Worn.
body
Or body or...
or worn, yeah. And then make sure it says equipped. That way it adds the AC to your.
It is. Okay.
We can double check it here in a second, Jeremy. We'll get it all
Okay.
settled out. The one that you were looking at, though, because I know you were trying to figure out which armor it was, is the chain shirt. That's the one that I put in there.
While Pan is going through items, I would ask Fillion to either stay with Veins or have him come back here. We need to sit here for a minute because I'm not doing too hot.
Okay, I'll go
Above
get 'em.
above table, a short rest, long
Okay.
enough to take a breath.
Totally fine.
Is anybody here a mage?
Jeremy, real quick, you would also find, if you want to tell the rest of the group, there's 15 candles and 30 torches in there.
Dylan, let me know if you need another torch. I've got a few.
I'm
Do you want me
Harper.
to put those in?
Ooh, actually, would you rather have a bullseye lantern?
Never heard of a bullseye lantern. Can you explain it in layman's terms?
Yes, essentially it is a lantern where using deflectors you can close it off to narrow the beam. It's generally used for thievery so that you can shine the light only where you want so passing guards won't see it.
Interesting.
But it does give you about a 60-foot cone.
What about
of
when it's
light.
open? Is it still 60 feet?
Well, basically, I guess they changed it. Now apparently it just does light in a cone instead of a full 360.
Oh, no, I'll stick with the torches. Thanks, though. That should fetch a pretty penny, though, at the pawn
Are
shop.
you guys taking the torches?
Yes, yeah, they'll go in the.
Yeah, throw them all. I'll let you know when I need some.
So, Jeremy, I'm gonna throw those in the party sheet for you.
Hey, anyone here good with alchemy? Because there's a potion.
I'm good at making potions. Identifying them is a question mark.
real quick, I'm gonna pause you guys real quick. Veins and Fillion, were you staying while they were sorting through all that stuff, or were you guys taking off?
I was just grabbing him and trying to bring him back real quick if he follows me back, or telling him that we have to stay here and rest.
I mean, I'm a-okay, good to go. I was just interested in what was in this room. And depending on what I see will determine whether or not I come back or not.
So
Which you've already described the room, so
yeah,
I know it's in the room.
yeah, okay.
But I wouldn't have known until I walked over there. That's why I walked over there. And I'm kind of curious about, you said there's a statue that had a orb of some sort?
I did. This room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the wall. A wide alcove in the south wall, so where the 2 stars are at, contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. The room has exits to the west and north walls, and chanting can be heard coming from the west. So basically where you're standing at is where you're hearing the chanting come from.
Okay. I want to inspect the smoky orb.
Okay.
Does it look like it has some kind of magical property to it, or is it just a plain orb? And do I need to walk in to look at it, or can I do that from the doorway?
You would have to walk in to go take a look at it, and if you want, you can roll me an Arcana check, real quick.
You want to put me wherever that is? Because I'm only seeing... Yeah, okay.
So that's like, you can move anywhere in the room that you feel you would be at.
Alright. Well, now that I know that's exactly where it's at, then yeah, that's where I'd be.
Okay.
Alright,
so real quick, in regards to your Arcana check, you can't tell whether or not it has any magical properties or not.
Is it removed?
I'm sorry?
Can I try and take it out of his hand?
You can most certainly try.
Alright.
Are you taking it out of his hand?
I'm gonna try, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pause you there real quick. You 4 in the other room, what are you guys doing?
I think I was about to check whatever that potion is that Pan was talking about.
With an alchemist kit and proficiency in it, you can identify a poison or identify a substance.
Is there like a roll for that? I'm not.
It's a
super
DC.
familiar.
For poison, it's a DC 10, and substance, it's 15.
Okay.
It's described in the alchemy kit, I think.
Yeah.
What's the check?
Whatever the alchemy.
If you want to try to check it, you can throw the check for me, Jacob.
Just straight intelligence then, plus proficiency bonus because I'm proficient with it. I don't know.
I'm not familiar with it either.
Well, this is the same situation we ran into with smithing tools, but that was easy with it being strength.
So with, I mean, there should be, if you're proficient in alchemy, using alchemy kits, check your notes.
Katie, what does it say for the
So
DC?
I just Googled it, and intelligence is related to alchemy supplies, proficiency.
All right. So if you want to throw your intelligence, throw an intelligence check and add your proficiency to it, if you're, because you are proficient in it.
I am. Give me 1 second. I'm setting it up
No
so that
worries.
I get the proficiency bonus with
Totally
it.
fine.
There we go.
What did you
9.
roll? A 9? You don't know what this is.
No clue, bud.
Can I check it too, since I'm also proficient with alchemy stuff?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna-
Yeah, if you're proficient in it, absolutely.
I am. I don't know how to automatically add.
Just roll a straight intelligence and then add 2 to it, and we'll set up your skills tab later.
Hey, same.
So 7.
Yeah, so you guys don't know what it is.
Watch, it's gonna be something super common like a healing potion that we've seen hundreds of times.
It's a bottle of water.
Who knows?
Oops.
So yeah, anything else you guys are doing?
Just a short rest for me, unless Pan's got more shit.
I'm going through what I think is a like wardrobe or dresser here in front of me.
Okay. If you guys are going to continue doing that, I'm going to jump over to Veins over here. And okay, so Veins, what were you doing? You were pulling up, you were touching the orb?
Yeah, you said there's the smoky orb. It got my attention for some reason, so...
Okay. As soon as you touch that orb and lift it up, you begin to hear like a swirling around you. And as you kind of look around, you start to see these dark figures skirting across and around you, across the floor, across the walls, in a silent kind of swooshing motion kind of thing.
Well, fuck.
With that, I'm going to have you roll initiative for me, please.
Everybody or just him?
We are going to go with everybody currently, even though you guys are in another room. Okay. Is that everybody on the tracker? Josie, Fillion, Lanes, Josie, Fillion, and we're just missing Pan. Excellent. We got everybody on the tracker now. I am going to take this guy off because he's in the
Brad, are you sure this is a level 2 dungeon?
I swear to God it is. I'm running it right from the module. I haven't changed shit.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So I really hate to do this, Fames, but unfortunately it is a surprise round for these guys as they come. Well, is it a surprise round? Let me make sure. No, it's actually not a surprise round, now that I look at it. However, we are going to start at the top of the order. And this guy is going to come over. And he is going to check his stuff real quick. I should have read up on them. It is going to reach out. And that hits. Veins, your strength is reduced by 1 right now.
Okay.
You can keep track of that for me, please.
Yeah.
Same thing is going to happen with creature 16. He's going to come up. He is going to reach out. That's going to be a hit. Nine to you. And your strength is going to be decreased again by 1.
Alright.
And we are on to, if you would like, I will allow you, since this has all kind of happened, you're welcome to yell if you would like. I see that as being a fluid action during all these things.
Yeah, I guess I would yell, holy fuck.
So moving forward for you guys, like, if it's an action like this and the round starts and you're being engaged by something, I see that as a free action for everybody if you're going to yell something simple, like holy fuck or something like that. So just moving forward, if you guys want to use that, that's totally up to you. So what did you yell, Veins?
Exactly that, holy fuck.
Okay. So, Fillion, we're going to come to you. Do me a favor, roll me a perception check real quick. You heard Veins yell, holy fuck, from the other room. Or from where you think you heard it from where you last saw him.
I would make that assumption that he went into
fair.
the room and fucked with some stuff. Well, I'll say to everybody, I think Vane's got into trouble in the room with the statue. And then I will go. 30. I'm gonna go here and peek around the corner without trying to show myself.
As you come up to that corner, you're going to look in, and all you see is veins in there physically. You have dark vision, correct, I believe?
Yes, I do.
Yes. So all you see is veins in there physically, but you see these black wisps flying across the ground, 2 of which have popped up. They're not physical form, but it looks like they're standing up. You're not sure if your eyes are playing tricks on you or not, and they've popped up next to veins. And from where you're standing, you would probably see 3 of them. 3 of these shadows. 2 that are popped up, and one's kind of floating around.
What condition does Veins look like to me? Like he's in?
Really fucking rough.
Yeah.
Well, that looks a little too grim for me to jump into. I'm going to use my dash to get back to where I was and report back that it looks really, really pretty bad.
Okay. How would I roll, and this is a DM question for Mike and Jacob, how would I roll like a perception check for a creature?
Wisdom. Just a straight wisdom check.
If
Do you want,
when,
do you want
when,
me to roll a stealth too?
If you're trying to be stealthy.
Oh yeah, I was sneaking through there.
So
Okay.
when you look on the character sheet for NPCs, there should be a skill section right underneath the stat block. If there isn't an ability check there for what you want, then you just roll a straight check for whatever
straight check.
ability correlates to it.
Okay.
So for perception, it would be wisdom.
Okay. All right, so you make it back over there, and you're yelling at everybody that whatever you're yelling.
Oh no, I'm not yelling.
Or,
I'm telling
sorry.
them quietly.
My bad. My bad. Telling them quietly.
I'll tell them that Veins looks really bad, and there are shadowy shapes.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Moving on to Josie.
Okay. First things first. I'm gonna cure Harper.
Yay.
Okay. So that would have cost you 5
Can I
feet of
cure-
movement to move there.
Yeah, and as a bonus, can I cure somebody else?
You can only cast one leveled spell per turn.
So
I'm thinking of-
the simplest answer would be if you use one or you can use one or the other on your turn, basically.
Yeah, then never mind. No, I was trying to do cure once and then healing word at the same time. Never mind.
Gotcha. You do
I'm a
have
healer
25
after
feet
that.
of movement, though.
No, I'm gonna stay where I am now.
Okay. Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
Sorry, Veins.
We're
His
all gonna
creature
die.
is going to move up on Veins and is going to reach out to Veins. He misses.
Okay.
Keep doing that.
Yeah,
This
right?
creature is going to move up, and you are going to be well, basically almost surrounded, but it is going to be advantage on his. He's going to reach out. That does hit. You are currently down and prone.
Yeah.
And that's going to be 4 more off your streak.
Okay.
Okay. And that is it for its turn. We are now over to Harper.
I will stand up and give Josie a thank you pat on the shoulder. And I'm just gonna kind of step past Fillion to the doorway here and look and watch. Picking my torch up on the way.
Okay.
And then I will just hold a readied melee attack in case anything gets within range. And turn to Fillion and be like, describe exactly what you saw. You don't have to, Katie, because I know, but it's like a stand ready, tell me exactly what I'm walking into, because I'm not feeling great. And that's my turn.
All right. Well, this creature is going to come up and try to finish this off. Sorry, Veins.
It's alright. I made the dumb mistake.
That hits. So
Hitting unconscious creatures is an auto crit, so it'll be 2 failed death saves. You don't even have to roll damage. You don't have to roll to hit. It's just automatic.
It's already on his thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just put it up. I marked them.
It is going to take another 4 off your strength, though.
Okay, that's a grand total of 10. I only have 10. I don't. I mean,
Mike will cross that bridge here in a second.
yeah, probably ain't gonna matter.
We'll cross that bridge in a second. So, Veins, moving on. Pan, you're up, buddy.
Pan's claw's prone on him.
When she was describing these things, could I use Arcana to see if I know what they are?
Sure can.
Probably not.
No. You've heard vague whispers of dark things creeping in shadows and stuff, but you don't know what they are.
I guess I'll move up to there.
Okay. Right there.
Yep, and I think that's all I will do this turn.
Okay.
You should be sorry, Mike. First TPK is your fault. Couldn't hear you.
So
There you
goddamn
go.
careful. I was like, what the fuck, man? It's just an orb.
Famous last words.
When has
Famous.
an orb ever been just an orb?
Philly, your turn.
My turn. I don't know what to do.
If it helps, on my next turn, I would start moving into that room. If you were going to follow.
I probably would ask you what I should do. So that's what I'll do. And so I will, yeah, I will dodge, I guess, just in case.
Okay, I'm sorry, what are you doing?
Dodge.
You're just taking a dodge action right where you're at?
Yeah, just in case they come this way. And then
Okay.
I'll be following Harper.
Reaction.
If I can.
Okay.
No, the dodge action, which gives any attacks against her disadvantage.
No, I know what it does. She's she's
she's
following you.
Mike said reaction, so I was clarifying.
Oh.
Yeah,
sorry.
I was just, I was kind of looking for clarification because I thought the dodge was a reaction.
No, it's an action. Some classes you can do it as a bonus action, like if you're a rogue or a monk and you burn a key point. But in this situation, she's just using her action to do it.
Oh, okay.
Can I hold my movement to follow Harper? Like as if I were just below him in the...
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Then I would do that too.
As long as he doesn't move outside. I mean, you've got, what, 40 feet of movement?
40, yeah.
Yeah, so as long as he doesn't move outside of your movement,
Okay.
you're fine. But I don't think he can physically do that anyways.
If I dashed, I could, but I'm not going to. So.
But even then, she couldn't take the dash. Yeah, no, that's right. All right, so yeah, is that it for you, Fillion?
Yep.
All right, Josie, you're up.
Alrighty. Okay, now, can I use Cure Wounds on, well, Healing Word on Veins?
You
Or
do
is he
not.
dead to the other side?
Well, you don't. You can't see him.
Oh shit, that's true. I gotta be close to him.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move to here.
So. Okay.
Can I see him from there?
No, there's a wall there.
No, god damn it.
Basically, you would have to either go here to try to go follow his steps, or you would have to go somewhere back up here and see if you can find a different way.
No, let's go the way that he went.
So that'll have to be next turn because you're out of movement.
I'm out of movement, right? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all. Okay.
So
Cool.
anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Could she adjust her initial movement? Because I'm getting the feeling she was trying to make a straight shot.
No, yeah. She would. Yeah. If you want, Josie, I can move you down there. If you want to adjust it, that's totally fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And Harper, it is your turn.
Going around the table, obviously, I'll move to here. And kind of back to the wall, just listening to hear if I hear anything. And I will take the dodge action as well, because I forget about that all the time.
You hear nothing.
It's it for my turn.
Okay. And you're up. What are you doing, bud?
What do I see?
That is a great question. Go ahead and make a perception check. Stand by 1 second. Oh boy. Can you guys see these rolls?
Nope.
Not. We can see that you're rolling a die, but we can't see what the rolls are.
Gotcha.
Kind of resembles a 20-sider.
Yep. And I am prepared for a fight, so there will be no surprise round.
Dancing bear comes out of the corner on a big ball. Are you surprised now?
Surprised with glee.
I'm shooting me a ball.
All you see in that room is Veins laying on the ground, not moving, holding the crystal orb that we discussed earlier. Like, I wouldn't say he's holding it. It's kind of like just out of his hand on the floor. And that's all you see.
Um, I'm gonna kind of like back up here as far against the back wall as I can.
Okay. I'm going to keep you in the square, but just because I don't want to go outside of the wall boundaries here. But
And if I see any enemies, I'm going to fire. So I'm just holding my action.
okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Fillion, it is your turn.
I'm gonna repeat dodge and follow.
Okay.
Veins is down on the ground.
So here's what we're going to do. For all intents and purposes at this point in time, we are going to go out of combat. So that you guys can move around freely at the moment. So go ahead and actually, you know what? No, we'll keep it we'll keep it still in combat. Just make it easier. Josie, what would you like to do?
Muted.
She need me to skip over.
I was
No.
muted. Just for fun, I'm gonna try to do healing word on veins.
Unfortunately, you still can't see veins, but you could try to move forward a little bit if you wanted.
I'm gonna move right here next to Pan. I still can't see shit.
Yeah, I
Got
still
it.
can't see them. But I would say that you, well, I don't know. How do you guys feel about her popping around the wall? I think that's pretty reasonable for her to.
I think she can look around the corner.
Yeah.
Pan has already explained he's hugging the wall. So that
right.
would give her a little gap to.
So
Yeah.
there's our answer.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wanted to make sure that there was plenty of room to get by me.
So Josie, are
Okay.
you actually going into the room, or are you just peeking around the corner?
Peeking around the corner.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep you where you're at then.
Okay.
But you peek around the corner and you can see veins laying there.
Okay, so I'm gonna try for fucks and giggles.
Let's see here. I know you casted at least 2. So that would be your third one.
Yeah.
You used healing word on him.
Yes. I did. He's alive.
You see no effect.
Okay, never mind. He's not alive. I'm gonna look at Pan and say, "Oh no." That's it.
I don't see any of the bad guys that Fillion mentioned.
Josie, make me a quick perception check.
Okay.
We'll go on to Harper. Harper, if you want to describe what you're doing real quick while she does that perception check.
I'm just kind of waiting and letting Josie do her thing. I would have moved down a space, of course, but
So, Josie, with your check,
Yeah.
you would have noticed, as you carefully peered around the corner, something vaguely, trying to think of the right word to explain it. The room is dark. With your dark vision, you're seeing in like black and white, grayish colors. But you see something that seems to be a little bit darker than the rest of the room. Right over in this area.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know
That's
if you
not
want to relay that or not.
No, I'm gonna keep it to myself right now.
Okay. So Harper, you moved. Fillion moved.
I would I'd be talking to Josie too, like, what do you see? What's going on? Fill me in here.
And I'm gonna whisper in his ear so Pan doesn't hear me and Fillion don't hear me. There's something back in there.
I already saw the stuff.
There's something black in there. Sorry for just like staring at it. What? There's something black in there. Like, there's something in there. There's a ghost. There's something.
Okay, well here, do this, and I'll grab a second torch and light it and hand it to her and tell her to throw it in the room.
But Baines is in there. I don't want to light him on fire.
So don't hit him with it. I've been in there. It's a big room. Just throw it against the walls or something.
Oh my god, but it's so horrible. I hate it. What if it hits and then it hits him? What if it bounces off the wall and it hits Baines and then it turns him on fire?
So just throw it like right inside of the doorway then.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw like right there, like foot, wait, like it.
Like right here, like right in front of Pam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you throw it in there, and exactly what I have described to you and what you have seen is what you see.
There's this black thing in here. And then Josie's gonna run to a corner, like a little kid. Terrified.
Getting a glare from me as she runs by.
Pan, I'm gonna have you finish out the round. And
She has her reason for the running, okay? I'll explain later.
That's
She has
fine.
her reason.
I have my
Did you
reasons for
just
judging
throw?
you.
You threw me 2. Why did you throw 2?
Because when it's down on the tab, you click it once and it rolls, but when you're going off
Gotcha.
your sheet, it goes twice, or you have to click it twice to go. So
All right. Well, this will be perfect because this will finish out the evening. Here, so give me a second. I'll take your first one, just so you know.
that's fair.
Okay. And you had an 8, correct?
Yes.
So you would notice the exact same thing that I described to Josie. Over here, you would see something that looks out of the ordinary, but you're not quite sure what it is.
I'm gonna fire and miss at it.
Yep, your shot goes off and hits the wall. And that'll bring us to the top of the round, and we're going to stop right there because it is 9 o'clock.
We got 30 seconds.
We're,
I'm kidding.
As I see Jeremy just like disconnect, like, fuck this, I'm out.
we're gonna stop right there and wonder what character Mike's gonna play next, because it's not looking good for Veins. So, thanks everybody who came to watch the stream. We will see you Friday for Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon and Sunday for Waters of the Deep, and back here again next Wednesday for Curse of Strahd. Bye, everybody.